I don't know, but I've been told
This here podcast getting old.
good news is this podcast's free.
Bad news is we sing off key.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Foist.
And now we sit back and watch the money grow.
It's like watching paint dry.
Yep. Actually, I'd rather watch paint dry.
Well, let's get into it.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, because that's the movie that we're doing. It's good.
It is. It was such a great movie.
And I'm glad you let me watch it this time.
So we could have watched it last time.
So when we attempted to record last night,
It was great.
it did not go as planned.
It did not. It was so funny.
When we actually released that episode, and we're not going to tell you what it is, we may have had to re-record it.
Possibly. Yeah.
We have to listen to it first and see if it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll listen to it, and then we'll converge between ourselves and the higher ups and find out if it's deemed worthy to put out there in the universe.
There are no higher ups. It's just us, man.
Well, who the hell do I answer these emails from?
You've been answering emails?
No. I mean, but I could.
You can imagine what it would be like if you did.
Yeah. Then we wouldn't have 1,300 in there.
It is a bit above average. Oh man, it's been a while since I've watched this one, but there's so many great
It's from
lines
2005. I think the last time I watched it may have been around 2007, 2008. But this is a movie that just here in a few shy years, it'll be 20 years old. But I think it held up.
And it's the movie that to this day makes people not want to eat at restaurants.
It actually makes me want to eat at restaurants more.
Dude.
I mean, but I'm not the picky customer either. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go in and be like, hey, what can I get you? I'll be like, yeah, I'll have the chicken Alfredo with a Blue Moon. No, but okay, great. And then they bring me a pepperoni pizza and a Coors Light, and I'm like, they're like, how's everything? I'm like, perfect.
It's
Absolutely perfect, because I'm not sending it back.
because it's like,
I know what happens.
yes, we all know what happens.
Yeah. And then they all get the receipt to pay my bill, and it's like, oh, chicken Alfredo, and I'll be like, it sure was.
Sure looked like it too.
Yeah, because I'm not going to say anything.
Because I ordered food and you gave me food and
Yep.
I paid for it.
Exactly. Yep.
And you paid for it later.
Food and drink.
There it is. We like to keep our receipts as vague and generalized as possible.
Exactly.
So there is no doubt in your mind that you indeed got what you paid for.
Yeah. And I can sit here and honestly tell you, I don't keep my receipts. I don't keep the merchant copy. I don't keep any of that.
What bothers me is I'll keep my copy and I put it in my pocket, and then when I reach into my pocket to like get my keys or something, it bothers me that the receipt is there. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah. That's why I just don't keep it.
It's like I'm not going to refer to this later on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to return the food that I just ate.
I've never had a waiter, waitress, bartender, or anyone like chase me down in the parking lot and be like, sir, you forgot your customer copy. Be like, yeah, I know I did. Yeah. Yeah. That's for you. That's all there.
It's
square.
all there.
We're square.
I just thought you might need this more than me.
Yeah. Just put it where you put the other one, the merchant copy.
I think this is the first movie that I saw Justin Long in, but did Dodgeball come out before Waiting?
No, I think those two were kind of right
around the same time.
And I think the first thing that I saw Justin Long in was Jeepers Creepers.
Oh,
there's a lead.
Right. This is not a comedy, folks.
Nope, not at all. But still, worth a watch.
Yeah, I do remember seeing that. And I don't typically watch scary movies or the horror genre.
I know.
But I did see that one.
Yeah. And, Morgan and I have talked a little bit about, some of these themed episodes that we do. So I'm thinking, I told him after Black Friday, we'll start, doing seasonal movies, but we can do the same thing during the fall when Halloween comes around. And the episode that I'll be looking forward to is the 1978 Halloween. It'll just be an hour and a half of silence because we'll both be playing Michael Myers.
It's
All you'll hear
be-
is heavy breathing.
It's going to be an instant hit.
Tell your friends.
Are you into ASMR? You're about to be.
Anyway, well, I digress. We're getting back to waiting.
Yeah, because we kept
I-
you waiting
Yeah,
long
I know
enough.
you people are waiting to hear all about this movie, which it just shows the, it's filmed in one day. It's just one day at a restaurant, and it shows what, your servers go through on a daily basis.
Because typically these types of restaurants, I would put them in the same category as like Chili's, Applebee's, Bennigan's, if you guys remember that. We're dinosaurs. We remember. But it's usually like college-age wait staff.
Yeah, right around there. Of course, everybody in the movie is older than college age in real life, but they did do a pretty good job portraying people that could be in college.
It's normally how it goes.
Yeah, it's boring, but it's part of their lives.
But yeah, I like how they took a new hire and basically just exposed him to what the day-to-day life is like working at this restaurant.
Yeah.
And he gets broken in like
Fairly
hard.
Yeah. Yeah, this is oh, man. I mean, and Monty does, well, that's Ryan Reynolds' character, does say, he's like, God, at least you didn't cry. He's like, which is more than I can say for my last trainee. But I feel bad for Mitch because, he brings it up where he's like, none of you have let me say anything all day today. Nobody does let him say anything. He'll start a sentence, but someone cuts him off.
Immediately.
Yeah, someone tells him to shut up.
It's usually Monty, but this is just how it starts.
Yeah.
But he gets pawned off on other people, and mostly because he's exposed to, quote unquote, exposed to the penis showing game.
Yep.
That they like to play here at Shenanigans.
Yep. And you have Radimus, who's played by Luis Guzman, is a phenomenal actor. He is hysterical in this because he kind of strikes me as the type of guy that would be totally against this game. Like he would just flat out hate it in real life. But after watching the movie, I'm like, I bet he does this to his family.
Oh, he probably does.
Yeah. Like he does it to his son.
He was very convincing.
Yeah.
But I like how Monty's talking to Mitch, the new hire, and it's funny because this is the third movie that we've done where there's a Mitch.
Yeah. Mitch. Such a popular Mitches.
Yeah.
They're so fucking wily.
Those Mitches. But he starts talking about, he's like, if you want to work at a restaurant, there's, all this and that you have to take into consideration. But then it's like, if you want to work here in this restaurant, you have to ask yourself one thing. How do you feel about frontal male nudity? And I love his reaction to that.
Yeah, okay. But I like Ryan Reynolds just dead stare like, no, this is serious. Like, this is serious talk. It's like, because
he's like, are you? Yes, we're serious.
Yeah, there's one thing that you really don't want to be subjected to is having to go in the back to grab some condiments and staring at a huge steaming pile of cock.
Yep.
Hey.
I forgot how funny that part was.
Yeah.
I do that all the time, and I'm pretty sure in the back of my mind I knew it was from Waiting, but that second take because he's having a flashback of his first day where he gets exposed.
He's like the, button down.
Yeah, he's the new hire.
I got my
straight-laced.
Yeah, I got my shirt tucked in. I got my shoes tied tight.
He hopes he doesn't get in a fight.
Oh! He's clean shaven. His hair's all, done up nicely.
Done, yeah.
And, God, his mentor didn't warn him about jack shit.
But it's funny because he leads him into the kitchen, and he's like, "Yeah, it's just right around the corner."
Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering, where is he telling him to go?
Just to get the condiments, because that's what he says. He was like, "I was going in the back to get condiments, and here I am staring at a load of cock."
Yep, dude's hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah,
somehow.
Look at it, bitch. Look at the log.
So every time I see this part, I'm thinking, first of all, how did he get up to the ceiling where he's hanging and was also able to pull his pants down at the same time? So it's like, did he have an accomplice?
Oh yeah, you in that kind of situation, you have to have an accomplice.
So he stood on a chair.
I tried it before. I fell.
And then you shat yourself.
Yep. Yepers.
Almost had to go to the 10-second rule. Now, I wouldn't say that this was a star-studded cast, but there are a lot of familiar faces in this movie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for starters, you got Ryan Reynolds, you got Justin Long.
Anna Faris.
You have Anna Faris.
You have Dane Cook, Luis Guzman, David Koechner.
Then you got what is that kid's name? The one that doesn't age.
Nick Papadopoulos or Nick Ramadomoulos or
it's something weird.
Yeah, something. Well, Nick
Polish or
not gonna have a career anymore.
Not gonna be in movies anymore.
Yeah. Hey, didn't he die? No, but his career sure did. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sick brain. Boyne.
Yeah, Chi McBride, another one. He's been around forever.
True.
He's a phenomenal actor.
But there's some interesting characters like Calvin, who is, you can tell that he's just hopeless because the entire day he's trying to get in touch with a girl who clearly works at the restaurant, but he took the day off.
Yeah, she took well, I guess he had the day shift and she wanted the night off, so he agreed to pick it up.
So he just worked a double or whatever.
Yeah, so because he's pussy whipped by pussy he's not getting. Yes. And never will get.
Yes, because he has no confidence.
He whacks the confidence and the focus. It's the focus.
You've got to focus.
Yeah, you have to focus.
But before
focus is key.
Before the shift even starts, you see him like what I would imagine is like the bathroom hallway, and he's like, he calls the girl. He's like, "Hey, shift's about to start, so I'm just calling to, see what you're doing.
You owe me."
No, you don't. You don't owe me. He's such a wuss.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, it's funny because he's like, "You owe me." No, you don't owe me. It's like he folded under his own pressure.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
It's horrible bluff.
Yeah. And then you find out exactly how pathetic his life really is because he can't piss in public. Or not in public, but I mean just like
can't pee
like in any public bathroom.
Right.
Because
you see him attempt to go to the bathroom and then you don't know why at first.
Yeah.
And
you find out later it's because he was in the bathroom a few months ago. Now I have to sit there and look at it and go, "Oh man, months? That sucks."
Like, what does he go home every time he has to take a leak?
I would hope not. Unless he lived like right next door. Doubtful. Stupid.
But the flashback is funny as hell.
Yes.
Like, because he's standing there. These urinals are way too close together, for starters. And then the guy that's standing next to him, he's just full on looking down.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I could just hear what he was thinking. He's like, "That's a nice cock."
Yeah. And the guy it is weird too, because when it shows the behind version or behind shot of him, he's doing like some type of weird motion, like he's pleasuring himself or something,
like the sandwich guy in Derelict.
Yeah. So he's doing some weird movement, but then it's funny because he's like, "Yeah." So like a week later, I'm in the urinal again, and he was like, the guy, next to me is he's like, I swear he was just staring at my dick. And it shows the guy like kind of looking up to the left, like, all right, I'm not going to make eye contact. I'm not even going to acknowledge that there's another guy standing at the urinal literally 6 inches from me.
So it's all in his head.
Yeah. So he just turns, "Stop staring at my dick."
Yeah. Immediately zips up and darts out of the bathroom. But this is his life. He's just all on pathetic.
Yes.
Even, it even goes into his waiting style. Like, he'll take people's orders and everything, and then he'll stand at the table. Are you mad at me?
You okay?
Is everything okay?
Are you mad?
Are you all right?
But he does several times throughout the day attempt to get in touch with this woman. And
she's not picking up the phone.
No.
Not until the end of the movie,
which
she finally does pick up.
Well, she calls him back.
Was that she actually called him?
Yeah, she calls him, and he was like, "Oh, hey, Christy." He's like, "Oh, yeah." So the only thing that I can imagine is that she's like, "Look, Calvin, dude, you're blowing up my phone all day today. You need to knock it off. I have a boyfriend. I was on a date with him." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, she's still seeing him, I guess." So then his only saving grace is, "I'm going to go talk to those high school girls."
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God. And I think the reason he said that is because a little bit earlier in the movie when Anna Faris was talking to Ryan Reynolds, and she was like, "That's the only reason you date high school girls is because of
They
the
don't
fact
know
that
any better."
They don't know any better. So
Yeah, that conversation was pretty great.
it's easily the best conversation ever.
Because Monty, he comes across as this guy that just oozes confidence.
Yeah.
And he knows exactly what he likes, and he goes after it, and he feels like he can do no wrong. But you find out later that him and Anna Faris's character used to date. And,
if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
I think it was more just meet up and have sex.
That kind of thing.
And then you go your separate ways.
But they both perceived things totally different, for sure. Because, like, Monty, he's like, why is it, if you hated sex with me so bad or so much, why is it that every time I would call you to come over and have sex, it was like poof, by some sort of slut magic, you would just appear.
Yeah. But she does confess, like, at first I just really enjoyed spending time with you. And, but I think it's because as Mitch finally gets to talk at the end, and he was like, "Yeah, we all get it, man. You're fucking edgy. You're fucking cool, man.
You're the coolest guy at Shenanigans."
It's like, that's being the smartest kid with Down syndrome. And that's how it kind of feels like, you do have everyone that's, you have a Dean who's in a fucking existential funk at 22 years old. Like, oh, God forbid, my life's over.
I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah. It's like you work in a restaurant. Yeah.
Join the fucking army or something.
But you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life. But it seems to me it's like you kind of know what you want to do with your life, but you're not entirely sure yet. Like, you really don't want to commit to this. But at the same time, it's like, well, as Monty says, it's shit or get off the pot time.
Yeah. And I know exactly how he felt when I worked at, we'll just call it drugstore.
The pharmacy, drug, grocery, convenience store.
Pharmacy
The
America
only thing it's
Trust.
not is a gas station. But maybe. I don't know. There might be gas there somewhere.
They used to have malt shops, like,
wow,
before they turned into what they are now.
Boy, that's going back a ways.
Yep. Well, the first one opened in 1901, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. So if you people actually go to the Googles, you can find out where Morgan used to find gainful employment.
Employed. Yeah, but it took me, I would say, 12 to 15 years to realize, like, no, I don't want to get store management position because that's just one step towards permanence. And I feel like I was just kind of living by Dean's motto there the whole time.
Yeah, but after 12 to 15 years, I mean, that is permanence.
It felt like it.
That's a career.
I'm telling you, pulling that trigger was one of the hardest things that I ever had to do.
I'm actually surprised that when you did finally leave there, it wasn't you just being like, I quit. I just kind of imagined that they were like, you put in your 20, here's your gold watch. Take it easy, bud.
I didn't even want to hit 20. I hit 19, and I was like, out.
That's right. I got him in the headlock. Out.
But it was weird because, like, when I did it, I talked to my boss, who was actually my former roommate.
Nice.
Surprisingly. He was my roommate after I had already quit. But we became good friends, while working together. And he didn't make a big deal out of it. Like, I told him what was going on. I told him, like, I haven't been happy for a long time. Yeah. I don't see myself getting promoted or working in my own store because I just see the direction the company is going in, and I don't like it. It's like they don't take the employees into consideration for anything. and it sucked. I was just miserable. But
So-
he's like, well, why don't you just put in your 2 weeks?
Okay, I was going to ask, did you put in your 2 weeks or did you just walk in and be like, and pull a Dean? Just
No.
like, I quit. And then Dan's like, with his ears folded back that somehow fold forward. And he's like, what? He's like, you're flushing a golden opportunity down the toilet.
Yeah,
You're fired.
It was not like that at all.
You're fired.
I was actually gonna work a whole month. Like, he's like, you don't need to put in a month's notice. He's like, if you want to do this, just put in your 2 weeks. You just need it in writing. And I'm like, okay. So I did it.
Yeah.
And it was the scariest thing that I've ever done in my life because I didn't really have a contingency plan at all.
No, he didn't have one.
But
He didn't have one.
neither did Dean.
No,
Like,
he
I don't
doesn't.
know what I want to do.
Yeah, he didn't have it.
But at least he
Yeah.
was only 22. I was
Well, we'll
30.
just say you were older.
30 something. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah,
Well, it
but
was-
that's right, people. You can work at Walls and Balls for 30-something years. And
balls models.
Yep. And
Ballsteins. We'll just call it Ballsteins.
Yeah.
Pharmacy.
and look at Morgan now.
Yeah.
He has a podcast.
I know. Making zero income whatsoever. But I'm having fun.
Such a great plan.
Right. But
No, he's got a 5-year plan. Yeah, what is it? Don't die?
I love when they're explaining the penis showing game.
Yes.
Because there's so many intricacies involved with the game. And for starters, it's the different ways that you can expose yourself
Yeah.
to the other male.
And we only
staff.
hear of 3 different ways, I believe. We know of the brain. We know of
The goat.
the goat and the bat wing.
Batwing, yeah.
But I do remember, because it cuts away to something else, but then it comes back and he was like, that's the Abraham Lincoln. He was like, but you got to shave your balls so it looks like his beard or it doesn't count. But I do like how he says it. He was like, no, you have to get them, like, trick them into looking at your balls. You can't just pull down your pants and be like, look at my dick.
Which is funny because that's the opposite of what Calvin wants.
Yes.
But it's weird because he partakes in the penis showing game.
He does.
But he has a problem peeing in the public bathroom. So
Yeah.
it's like, figure it out, man.
I know. So
He doesn't-
wah, boo hoo, cry, cry.
He doesn't care if other people see his dick as long as he knows them.
I guess.
Like, weird.
Oh, it's so veiny.
Like a bat wing.
Yeah, but the only way that you can truly appreciate this game is if someone does look at your penis and or testicles, you have to kick them in the ass while
Degrading them,
Yeah,
for,
degrading
for
them
being a quote-unquote faggot,
yes,
as they so eloquently put it.
yes, because that's just how us guys are.
Yeah.
We find things like that and that are incredibly childish, but we find it incredibly funny.
Yes.
Like, that would probably be a game that I would partake in and just be like, oh, well, yeah, this is my life now.
Yes. Now, we do not endorse nor advocate the use of such word in such a degrading manner.
No.
I don't really like using the word period. It just feels wrong, I
Yeah.
think.
Makes me feel icky.
I don't like it. I just want to throw that out there. We don't throw that word around people.
No, we don't. And, but I mean, it is funny for the context that it's in.
It really is, especially when they're getting kicked in the ass for
Yeah. What are you? I can't believe how many homos we have working here. But, the girls that work in the restaurant, they don't want to partake in this game.
It's not. It wouldn't be the same.
Well, it's not even just that, but I mean, you have Naomi, who has an anger, alcoholic, abusive relationship with everybody, including herself. She is just one of these people that just hates life.
She's been working there way too long.
Yeah, and it's funny because her introduction into it, Monty's trying to show Mitch around the restaurant and just be like, hey, this is where we do this. And then here comes Naomi and she's like, fucking Dan needs to get his fucking head out of his fucking ass. I can't believe this. I can't believe that 4 extra people on it this fucking hour. Look at this fucking place. Fucking dead.
What are you looking at, fuckwad?
Yeah, and then she just turns around and walks away. It's like, yeah, she's been working here way too long.
But I do like the scene where they are talking about like why the girls don't partake in the penis showing game.
Yeah, and Naomi's the one that brings it up. She's like, you want to know why? You really want to know why? And it just goes to show that I assume with their, waitressing lifestyles that they just don't have time for self-care because, I mean, that thing, it's so angry. It's so angry.
Now, clearly...
Has that thing had its shots?
Clearly, they had to use a body double for this scene.
Or just something entirely fake.
Yeah, it's really hard to say, but it is so hairy, and there's like crumbs or I don't know what's in that bush, but it
leftover food. It looked like
is that a French fry? Oh God, who's hungry? It was rough.
Hey,
jeez.
But then the girls finally, they're like, okay, we get to kick you guys in the asses because you sit there and stared at it.
Right.
But Calvin is just like, well, it's official. My penis is just for show now.
Is it even for that though?
Not at this point.
No, it's dead in the water. But then you got the old lovable Nick and T-Dog.
Oh God.
And they're the bus boys and they're just horrible. Why did they get hired? How did they even get hired is my question.
That I don't know. I'm assuming that they just know someone who knows somebody that needed someone to pick up plates and put them in a bigger container.
If I was going to guess, I would say that they were David Koechner's, one of his nephew. Like maybe his nephews or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking Nicholas probably was.
Probably.
Yeah. So, and then
told you a million times, it's fucking T-Dog.
But you got Bishop who works in the back who's just like full on, I don't know if he's a therapist or what. I mean, in the movie he's a dishwasher, but he tries to
I feel like he's been there forever.
Yeah, this restaurant opened and he was already there. And they're like, "Well, who are you?" And he's just like, "Well, I'm Bishop."
Well, foist off.
Well, foist. I wash the dishes. Second, I put the dishes away. Like that's
But
his
it's like,
job.
How many years have you been doing this and you've been the dishwasher the whole time? You have no aspirations of moving up in the company.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly content
Yeah.
washing the dishes.
Yep. But I do like Nate and T-Dog are putting the dishes away. And I can't remember what he says. He was like, "You guys are just so one-dimensional." And he's like, "Fuck you, Whitey."
Which is not even
It's
remotely true.
Yeah, Chi McBride's like a 6'2", 6'3" African-American man.
Right.
It's like, okay.
I love
this is what we're doing now.
Bishop's interaction with Naomi, though, because he's like, because he sees that she's upset and he genuinely wants to help.
Well, the thing that strikes me funny about this is Naomi has been yelling the entire movie. She yells at the cooks. She yells at the other waiters. She yells at the bus boys. She yells at the managers.
She bitches about the customers loudly.
Yeah, but then, she was like, "Oh, is there anything else I can get you?" And then that lady's like, "I really love a hot fudge sundae." And she's like, "Oh, that does sound good, yeah."
I'll be right back with that.
But then it's funny because she goes back there, and this is the one time where she's actually calm, and she's like, "Yeah, like that fucking bitch needs dessert." Doesn't yell or anything, and then she, Bishop's like, "If you ever need counseling and anger management and alcoholism, I'd be happy to do it for you."
Really? You do that for me?
Yeah, I would.
Well, what I really want you to do is do the fucking dishes and shut the fuck up. Fucking psycho babble bullshit, asshole.
I know, just yelling throughout the entire kitchen. And it's funny looking at all the other people's faces like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, and what spurred that whole thing is because she's trying to make this lady's hot fudge sundae, and then when she goes to put the Ready Whip on it, they're all empty.
Wait,
like
the
all
what?
the canister, the Ready Whip.
Say it again.
Ready Whip.
Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H?
Well, you can't have a sundae without Ready Whip.
Say ready.
Ready.
Now say whip.
Whip.
Now say ready whip.
Ready Whip.
Unbelievable.
You're eating hair. And you've seen which hair. But, I mean, you see how disgusting I can't call them chefs, the cook staff. How do you even refer to them?
Yeah, it would be all the cooks in the kitchen. I mean, I imagine that Luis Guzman is probably
the
technically,
head?
yeah, like he's a head chef. And then everyone else is just like, is
the line cooks or whatever.
Line cooks.
But Dane Cook, he's just an asshole. He plays an asshole in this movie.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
And they drop food on the floor intentionally, sometimes not.
Yeah, constantly.
But it
seems like an ongoing thing.
Yes.
But the 5-second rule.
He's like, I almost had to switch to the 10-second rule. Like a little floor spice makes everything nice. Yeah. But there's the interaction where they all go outside. Monty takes Mitch outside to show him like the dumpsters. This is where all the trash is. And then these two lovable pieces of wannabe gangster shit are Nick and T-Dog. That's when he gets introduced to them. Yeah. And they're outside. And then they're just like...
No, he says Nicholas and Theodore, and he was like, yo, how many times I got to fucking tell you, bitch? It's T-Dog and Nick. And he was like, oh, yeah. He's like, sorry, G, that I'm stepping on your... Like, whatever. It just goes off on this tangent of...
He's like, my bad, dog.
Yeah.
But then Nick, he's like, it's 4:20. We need to get back in there or something. And he he's got his middle finger out as he looks at his watch.
Yeah.
Super awkward.
Yeah. It's dumb. Stupid, this move.
But then...
watch isn't even real.
But then you see Radimus and...
arguing with Nicole, I think was her name.
Something like that. Yeah. Monty is asking him. He's like, well, more than that, like, how are you and Nicole doing? I heard you guys arguing, and I'm just really worried.
Yeah. And he's like, well, fuck you, asshole. He's like, even if we did break up, like, she's not going to go for you. Like, she has this thing about, guys that sleep with 16-year-old girls. But I do like Monty's comeback. He was like, see? He was like, that's what's wrong. Women just trying to project their values onto you. It's like, no, because what you're doing is illegal.
Yeah.
Like, highly illegal.
Yes, but Monty does have a thing for the hostess who is
17.
Not quite 18 yet, but she will be in a week.
Yep. Next Wednesday.
But he's not shy about letting her know.
Yeah. But if anyone asks, I fucked you. Twice. Because at the end, you do see that he's trying to, I don't know, be a good guy. And I don't know if he's trying to be a good guy because he's like, he just talked to Dean about what Dean went through, like when he quit his job at Shenanigans, and he was like, yeah, just kind of threw it all into perspective. And, I just realized, hey, I just don't want to do this. And so I don't know if he's like, man, if Dean can act more grown up, then I can act more grown up.
Is that how it works?
Probably not. No, not at all. But hey, we're here and we're definitely going to try.
I do like, before it gets busy, you get to see some of the interactions between the wait staff and the customers, just to kind of get a feel for their personalities.
Yeah.
Monty, he gets that old dude that's senile.
Yes.
And it's so funny.
Yeah.
Because Monty goes and he's like, hello, sir. He's like, how are you doing today? And he's like, well, I'm slowly slipping into senility. And then he asks him, well, is that good or bad?
He's like, well, it's good because I get to take long walks in my underwear, and I get to give small children the middle finger. But as long as I have a smile on my face, then people just assume I'm going senile. It's like, oh, well, it can't be all bad. He's like, yeah, but sometimes I am giving small children the middle finger, and I don't realize I'm doing it until someone smacks me. So I really am going senile. It's like, well, Alzheimer's can't be all bad. You get to meet new people every day.
Like,
I like you, Monty.
I like you too, sir.
I like you, Monty.
It's like, I like you too, Monty. He's like, what can I get you to drink? I trust you.
It's like, I'll take care of you.
Dude's teeth were jacked.
Yep. I'm sure. May you rest, sir, because I'm pretty sure he is no longer with us.
No way.
No, it's
Not
bad. This guy.
Not even a little chance.
Yeah. So, but I do like Monty because he gets up and he goes to put in his order, and he's like, I don't even give a shit if this guy gives me a poor tip. That is the coolest old man I've ever interacted with in my life.
Yeah. And then Dean, the girl that he's dating, Amy, she gets the first official biatch of the day.
Ugh, Karen.
She comes in with 3 other women.
Yes.
And as soon as she goes to take their order, she's like, you know, the last 4 times I've been here, they've completely messed up my food or whatever. And it's like, she's like, well, I'm sorry for the last 4 times that you've been here, but we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's what they said the last 4 times. And it's just kind of like, okay, I will give a place the benefit of the doubt.
Except Little Caesars.
But that is a whole nother story, man.
Yeah, that's another bonus
And
episode.
honestly, tell you the truth, it's not Little Caesars as a whole.
No.
It's that location.
But that ruined it for me, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go to another location.
I won't.
And get a Little Caesars pizza. Like, I mean, I'll try it again because I can't look at it as the franchise as a whole. But that location, yeah, deserves to burn to the ground.
Yeah, I agree.
And all the employees just need to stand there and just be like, well, what are we going to do now?
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Quit being so shitty.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, over an hour in a drive-through line, and then you still don't know what my fucking order is?
When your food was supposed to be ready over 45 minutes prior.
Yes. And then, to top it all off, about 2 hours after we finally get home with cold, overloaded pizza, which was just ridiculous. I mean, it was madness at this point. I get an email that's like, hey, your order's ready.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, sir.
Yeah. Ooh. But I digress.
Never again.
Yeah, but I mean, I should have gone back to that location and just been like, fuck you guys and your pizza. But I didn't because they work in the food service industry.
Yes.
So?
Poorly.
What I'm going to do is piss and moan like an incompetent jerk and then bend over and take it up the tailpipe.
You've been here before. So yeah, Amy gets this lady who just her face, you could tell that she's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and honestly, tell you the truth, if you go somewhere 4 times and you have problems,
stop going.
Just stop going to that restaurant. I'm sure there are other restaurants around. It's no big deal.
And I honestly feel like it's her attitude that's causing the problems that she's experiencing.
Yeah, and I mean, God, what would you expect from a place called Shenanigans?
How hard is your job? Like, how hard is it to take people's orders?
Yeah, well, I mean, but still, it's, yeah, no, you don't need to act like this. You don't need to act like this.
Yeah, but what? So
we're
the
all
first
adults here.
That her first interaction was this, and then she takes their drink orders, and then comes back, and then the lady wanted, was it iced tea or just water with lemon?
They wanted waters, but they wanted extra lemon, and she was like, "An extra lemon means enough for the water, and then some more."
And then it's like a whole bowl full of lemons that we want for the whole table. It's like,
yeah,
Jesus,
it's like,
you could have been more specific.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, my God, man.
What's the big deal?
Yeah. Who, honestly, it's a fucking lemon.
Yes. That's a Lulu of a lemon.
Yeah, but I mean, and what's really sad is, and I hope that you people are truly listening to this.
What do you mean?
Because you might be the problem. I mean, because there are people out there like this. And it's like, honestly, who really gives a shit? I mean, if you're having a bad day, don't go out in public.
Yeah, and I look at this either from a friendship perspective or like if you're going to potentially start dating somebody, seeing how they treat people at a restaurant, I think is a good indication of who they are as a person.
Yeah.
If they're disrespectful to a waiter, I don't care. Even if the service is bad, don't take it out on them.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
there's other ways to handle it, but you know, if you're treating people disrespectfully, then that's just, you know, perfect insight into who you are.
Exactly.
So if you have a bad experience, chances are it's probably your fault, but not in the Little Caesars case.
No. No, definitely not in the Little Caesars
That
case.
place definitely needs to burn.
Yes.
No, we are not admitting to arson.
Nope.
Just
And that place, last time I checked, is still standing. So
unfortunately.
But I digress.
But this lady pisses Amy off so
Yes.
bad that she doesn't even want to deliver the food to the table.
Yeah, so she asked Monty. She's like, Can you deliver this food, please? She's like, I cannot look at this bitch anymore. So he goes out there and he was like, all right, ladies, here's your meal. And then she's like, but I still have some salad.
So what?
Yeah, who cares?
I'm not taking your salad away from you.
No, I mean,
I don't want to lose a fucking finger.
Scooch it over to the side.
That's how it goes.
And then you put your steak and potatoes down, and then you eat that while you can nibble on your salad still.
Maybe if you didn't have all these lemons all over the table, you'd have room for your salad and your food.
Oh my God.
What a concept.
Auto points. Mind officially blown.
Yeah, so she hands him her salad plate and then immediately pushes her finger into the steak. Like,
did this lady even listen to a word I said? How hard is your job?
like,
how hard is it to take a food order?
this steak is medium rare. I wanted medium. I am very sorry, ma'am. I will take that back and have that fixed for you right away.
Right away.
She's like, well, now I can finish my salad.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like you
okay.
still could have finished your salad.
Yeah.
If you just left the steak there.
Not obligated to.
Yeah. And honestly, who wants a medium steak?
That's
just overcooked.
Sacrilege.
Yeah. Well, it's about damn time you got these steaks out here. I've been waiting for 40 minutes. Well, you got 2 steaks. Well done. It's like, okay, 1, you should be shot.
For getting a medium,
A well-done steak.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
That is disgusting. I mean, God, I'd rather chew a tire.
But this was Dean's customers. Like, it's this trailer trash redneck dude and his girlfriend or whatever.
His wife. It's their anniversary.
Yeah. You know what?
Give her a
It's
glass of water. Never mind.
Here's a Pepsi.
It's our anniversary. You go ahead and bring her a Pepsi.
It's a celebration.
Yep. It's time to celebrate, honey. But
he gets the steak. He's like, doesn't he order ketchup or he asks for ketchup?
Yeah, he asks for extra ketchup.
But there's already ketchup on the table.
Yeah, but he needs extra because he got a well-done steak. And it's like, yeah, if you just sit there and be like, hey, how would you like your steak? Be like, bam, sear it on both sides. 2 minutes each side, bring it out.
Unless you're Woody Harrelson in the Cowboy's way.
Just smack it on the ass and send it out screaming.
Whack it on the horns and chuck it on the plate.
Yep.
Oh, you mean prepared? No, he's like, how would you like your steak prepared, sir? He's like, oh, you mean cooked? Yes. Sorry, sir. How would you like your steak cooked? That's such a great movie, too. FYI. But yeah, you pointed this out, and I never really paid attention to it before, but when Dean goes to, like, give him the check, he's like, there was a shit ton of ketchup on this plate.
Yeah, because he got a steak well done. I mean, you have to have some moisture there.
You cooked all the moisture out of it.
Yeah. I mean, everything is literally gone. It's
Dummy.
beef jerky at this point. I mean, God, it's a mad world we live in, son. A mad, mad world.
Yeah, but this guy, I can't remember what this guy's total was. I don't even know if you know. You just find out that
it was $63.
And
he
gives him like $65.
Yeah, he gives him $65, and you find out that his tip was only going to be $1.91, but he was like, I should do pretty good because on a $63 check, I should get at least $10 for a tip.
Right.
Dean seems like he's a pretty cool cat.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's attentive. He's been doing this job, I think they mentioned, for 4 years.
He doesn't mess up the orders.
Yeah.
He's a steel trap.
Yep, got a steel trap. So he doesn't mess up orders a lot. He never has complaints from customers. So it seems like, at least the minimum would be a $10 tip. But, this hillbilly redneck or whatever he called him, he was like, I got a couple of hillbillies. He's like, but on a $63 check, I should get at least $10. So that's good. And then walks over. And this I never understood because it's never been like this for me unless I get like which I mean I never do this anyway, but if I go out somewhere, when I pay and put everything down and say like I put my card or cash in the thing and then they come back with the change, I'm an over tipper. I always leave a good tip for everyone just because of the fact that I don't want people messing with my food. But I also want them to remember me. So when I come back again to your establishment, you're going to treat me nicely and just be like, okay, we can hook you up a little bit. So it's like, okay, if I get a medium rare steak and I want some gravy, like in mashed potatoes, and there's mashed potatoes on the gravy, be like, hey, you think you could, like a little bit of gravy on the steak too?
A little extra.
You know what's up. So like little things like that. That's why I try to be an over tipper. That's why I always try to be generous. But, to me, on a $63 check, $10 kind of would have been, I think, lowballing it.
Agree.
Yeah, so like
for $63, I would tip at least 12.
I would probably even go to like 15, maybe even 18, and just be like, here you go, bud. But this guy, it's like, I think it was $63 and he left 65. So it was like it turned out being $1.91 tip. So Dean just goes back.
Dean loses his shit.
Yeah. And I think any waiter would lose his shit. I mean, God, I waited on you fucking hand and foot. Because you can tell he doesn't really have any other tables because it's still the middle of the day. So it's just kind of like, I don't want to say a lunch rush, but just it's lunch.
Yeah, and this situation happens after Dean is offered a promotion.
Yes.
At another location.
No, it was going to be at that location because someone else got a promotion to a store manager at another location. So he was going to be working under. So Dan was going to be promoted up, and then Dean was going to be the assistant manager.
Oh, is that what it was? See, I never really paid attention to that part of it, but it was funny because as soon as this conversation happened, everybody in the restaurant knows about it, and they start treating Dean like an asshole.
Well, it's funny because I like Monty. He's like, are you going to take the assistant manager job? And he was like, what? How the fuck do you know? He's like, oh, come on. You know this fucking place. People with the day off already know.
Facts.
Yep.
That's pretty much everywhere you work.
You better believe it. Especially if the staff is small and you're all friends. Then, everybody fucking knows.
Yeah, I think and Dane Cook more than anybody.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, hey,
Dean comes back in to get a thing of blue cheese.
Can I get some extra blue cheese? He's like, oh, yes, sir, master. Yes, sir, master. I'll get that right away for you, master. Here's your extra blue cheese, master.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
And then later on when he's got the salad and he's like, can you get the bacon off the salad? He's like,
no bacon. No bacon on the salad, sir.
No more on the salad, sir. No more bacon, sir.
And you got the other line cook who's like whipping him with the towel.
Yeah. It's like, oh. So stupid.
And on that note, you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I mean, dude, we're so
sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, I know. This podcast keeps going like this. I'm gonna have to stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
Oh, woo! All right, and we are back, everybody. And one thing I did want to mention, there is a scene. It's not a funny scene or anything like this, but it's where Dean's existential crisis kind of comes to a head, and he's like, he really needs some advice, like what to do, because it's clear that he hates his job.
Yes.
It's not getting any better.
Nope.
He doesn't like the way that people are treating him after they find out that he was offered this promotion, and so he comes to Bishop, the restaurant therapist. The rapist.
Yeah. The rapist for 800.
Yeah, so he sits down and he's like telling him, he's like, I really don't know what to do about my life. And then Bishop just interrupts him.
Yeah. And I mean, I do like that because he is looking for advice, but the only advice that Bishop really gets of me was like, many years ago, this store kind of fell into an existential funk. Morale was down, tips got lower, and, he's like, and then Radimus came and brought his penis showing game. And then morale went up, which led to better tips. And the whole time he's like, no, what
does this have to do with, yeah.
Yeah, and then so he tells him, he was like, you're at a crossroads right now, so you need to do something, and with that will be your own penis showing game. So you don't really know what it means. So you're just kind of like, oh,
you'll find it.
Yeah, it'll come to you. So you have that, and then you have, the reason that Justin Long is in such a funk is because, he went to high school with this guy, Chet Miller, and Chet just graduated from college with honors. He got this phenomenal job as an engineer. They're the same age. They had all the same classes in high school. Well,
and
here's Dean working in a restaurant.
You find this out as Dean is sitting down talking to his mom.
Yeah.
And he went over there to visit.
Queen of the backhanded comeback or cut down.
Yeah. She's like, I ran into Chet Miller's mom. Apparently he's doing really well.
Yeah.
Like, didn't you guys take the same classes together?
Didn't you? See, you could be doing the same thing. You could, but you suck.
Her not so subtle way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and then Dean picks up on it, and he's like, I'll bet his parents are really proud.
Yeah, love these talks, Mom. Love these little get-togethers.
And she just gives him the look like, what?
Solid.
Why?
What did I do?
You know what you did. And this always bothers me.
Yeah.
In movies or TV shows, whatever, when somebody gets up and leaves and their food is just left untouched.
I lost your appetite.
Just finish your food.
I probably would have just taken the plate with me. In a few days I'll bring it back. I'm just going to go and eat in my car.
Using your own tears as lubrication.
Hey, that happened once. It was Valentine's Day and I was drunk. I was waiting for him to be like, I told you that in confidence.
Yeah.
It's like, but that would be one of those things where it's like, hey, Monty, could you keep a secret? Be like, no, I can't at all. Not even a little. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you anyway.
There's a lot of stuff that happens when the restaurant gets to its dinner rush.
Yes.
And everything. This is when Naomi kind of goes off multiple times and on all this shit. You got Nick and T-Dog who they're hanging out in the cooler doing whippets.
Yeah, I don't understand, how they can even function. It's like they have no remaining brain cells at all to complete a sentence. But they do need the camera because there's a
photo
birthday. Yeah, there's a birthday in the back and they want to take a picture. But of course you find out that's a lie because Radimus's girlfriend Nicole, she's like, hey, it's 9:00. Get ready to leave. And he's like, okay, baby.
And throughout the entire movie,
you want to go to the car?
She's complaining. Yeah, she's complaining to him about you
that's
only treat me like a piece of meat.
Yeah, that's all you want me for. You just want me to have sex. It's like,
not just baby. Any piece of meat. Prime rib, baby.
And then she's like, oh, well, you never do anything. He's like, didn't I take you to the movies last week?
Yeah, but the whole time you tried to get me to jerk you off.
It's like, I feel like you just never want me around. He's like, hey, baby, when my uncle died, I wanted you by my side.
Yeah, but the whole time you tried to get me to jerk you off.
Such a great scene. Just shows him in the church. He's putting her hand on his crotch.
But it's like she's getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
And when he asks her, he's like, do you want to go have some sex?
You want to go to the car?
She immediately agrees to it.
Yeah, I do want to go to the car, have some sex.
But it's funny because they go outside
and there's Rocco
with another car that's about getting ready to be towed. This is the second one of the day.
Yep, because Dan is all like, I'm Mr. Shenanigans. I'm Dan Shenanigans Christopher Pratt.
It's really it's the principle of the thing.
Yeah.
He's like, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. He's like, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. And then so he's like, oh, we'll just go into the
cooler.
Into the walk-in cooler. But then Nate and T-Dog are in there,
pass
high
out
off their ass, and so the only
ready
place
whip
left,
all over their face.
Yeah, the only place left is the only place left is the men's room. And she was like, no, I am not having sex with you in the bathroom. And his facial expression just like, come on, baby. Come on. Okay. But this is the last time.
Yeah.
So it's obviously happened multiple times.
Clearly not the first either.
And I'm sure that it's probably going to happen again.
But what's funny is when they go in there to do it, Calvin is in there trying to take a piss again.
Yeah.
And they're already going at it. And you can clearly hear what's going on in the other stall. But then Calvin's like, hello? Somebody in here?
Someone there?
Clearly, yes, there is.
Yeah. And it's That's what makes it even extra funny because he's just sitting there like, it's someone there, but you hear her like, oh my God, what's taking so long? Like, hurry up. We got to finish. And Nate and T-Dog go in there with the camera so they can take a picture. No, I prefer Nate.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, so they go in there to take a picture. Now, Luis Guzman, his face is hysterical because he's given like a huge smile, a big thumbs up. Like
He's like he knew this was going to happen somehow.
And like I said, I never really noticed, but you hear like punches landing. You hear Danielle's, oh, that was her name, Danielle, not Nicole. You hear her screaming. And then she's like, oh, yeah. And then you hear T-Dog, and he's like, yo, give me the fucking picture back. But then it shows them the next scene, they're busting tables. T-Dog's got a black eye. Nate, his face is all scratched up.
Nick.
It's the same thing.
It's not.
It doesn't matter. Neither of them have a career anymore. So...
I thought we said we demanded perfection.
No, I demanded mediocrity.
That's right.
At best.
That's right, douche.
Yep. Glad you finally see it my way.
The other picture that was taken during this day.
Oh, God, yeah, the birthday
party.
Boy,
yeah. So
I need birthday singers.
But the look on Dean's face, when he's asking for singers, is like it's like this again. But then Monty steps in. He's like, "Come on, everybody!" Yeah. And then everyone comes out of the
woo.
Yeah, so hence the intro song.
Yeah, that kid. Oh man, dude, that kid's terrified. I wouldn't be surprised if that kid's in therapy now, just for that one scene that he has in that movie.
It's like all these people singing horribly in my face.
Yeah.
But and the mom is not doing anything to console him.
No.
At all.
I don't think she could see past the eyeshadow.
It was horrible.
Oh, God.
She looked like a child's coloring book.
Yeah.
It was bad.
From eyelashes to eyebrows, man, it's just aqua velva blue.
Or was it cobalt?
It's blue steel.
It wasn't La Tigre, I'll tell you that much.
Or a Ferrari. Magnum. No. No, so you have everyone goes to leave and they're like, oh yeah, you coming to the party? Like, oh yeah, we'll see you there. I do like Monty because this whole time he has been hitting on the 17-year-old hostess. And he's like, oh, you're coming tonight, right? And she was like, yeah, if you do everything right, I will. And he's like, oh, you got to stop. You are making it hard. And he's like, I mean, you're making it difficult. So they all leave. And Dean is still there because, he has the closing shift. And 3 minutes until the restaurant closes, you have someone come in there like, yeah, you're still open, right? And I pointed this out, like, who in the hell is eating dinner at 11 o'clock at night? At that point, just go to bed.
It's too late to be eating.
Yes, way too late to be eating. I mean, hell, I think even in my 20s, I didn't eat at 11 o'clock at night.
And it's funny is because it cuts back into the kitchen and you see all the line cooks and everything looking at the clock. It's like 3 minutes countdown.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure nobody else comes into the restaurant. But it's like...
And it's funny because at 10:30, they were like, we better not get any late night jack-offs just walking in here wanting food.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 minutes left.
Just fucking chat.
Yeah, they've already cleaned the entire kitchen and kitchen areas. They got all the food put away. They've done everything, but nope. Here comes none other than Chet Gums Miller.
Gummy McGee.
Yep.
He wants his floor steak.
Yep.
And he gets it in spades.
Yep. And his fiance gets her floor chicken.
But earlier in the evening, and I love how this whole thing comes together, is when Dean gets his $1.91 tip, he calls out the customer on it.
Yeah, he's like, no, you keep this. You obviously need this more than I do.
Which immediately sets the dude off. He's like, let me speak to your manager.
I want a hat.
I want a keychain or something.
Keychains. I want a shirt and some hot fudge sundaes with those nuts on them. I was like, yep. Natasha here will take all your information. We'll get that mailed out to you. How the hell are you going to mail me a fucking sundae?
No, I want it now.
I want it now. God damn it.
So Natasha does get this dude's information. Correct. And then before everybody leaves for the day, and he's, hitting on her. He's like, how come, you guys are always having these parties. It's like nobody ever, they always forget to invite me.
Oh, trust me, they don't forget.
No, not even a little.
They just don't like you.
So
if they have a party every night and you're not there, it's you. Trust me.
No, I'm going to give you a warning. I might be really drunk. So, don't hold that against me.
No, I'm not.
I won't.
Yeah, so Dean gets stuck with the last table, and it's, his high school competition. Chet.
Damn it, Chet.
Ain't Chet.
Ain't Chet you got.
So, he's sitting there, and he's actually trying to have a conversation with him, but Chet's just coming off like, dude, I'm too good to be talking to you. You're a fucking waiter.
Well, he initially acts like he's clearly interested in what's going on in Dean's life, but he's really just working in the restaurant. But then he immediately interrupts so he can get a refill on his iced tea.
Yeah, I mean, but he enjoys talking to Dean, but only to talk about his accomplishments.
That's it.
He's like, yeah, and he was like, wow, yeah. He goes, I don't know if you heard, but just graduated, just got a job as an engineer. And he's like, yeah, my mom told me. And he's like, yeah, they're starting me out at $48,000 a year.
I'm already looking at houses.
I'm looking at houses. I mean, everything is just going right in my life. So what have you been up to? He's like, well, I got the restaurant thing. He's like, yeah, I just need some more iced tea.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he holds up the glass almost to like chest level with Dean. Looks up at Dean, looks back at the glass, back up at Dean, and back at the glass until he takes it. So it's just like, all right, hey, you doing this?
You see what's happening here?
Iced tea ain't gonna pour itself.
It's the universal sign.
Yeah,
for, I need more tea.
So Chet's total comes out to $31.09. He brings it, and he's like, and of course his girlfriend Amy is just like, come on, babe, and she's like, it's just, and he's like, yeah, no, it's what. Like, what point is my life? So he goes, gets his change, or goes to get the change, but he looks at it. It's $100 bill. And then Chet gets up and he's leaving. And he's like, no, I had to have made a mistake. So he goes and he's like, hey, Chet, I think you made a mistake. $100 bill. And he's like, nope, it's all there.
It's all there.
We're square.
So, yeah, but your tab was only $30. He's like, that's a $70 tip.
He's like, yeah, I just figured you needed it more than I did. It's like, ouch. Burn.
Karma. Damn it.
Yeah, so I think that alone there put Dean's whole reality into check. Like, oh, okay, I know exactly what to do now.
Yeah, tripping on acid really changes her whole perspective on shit.
Yeah. Peace. God bless. So he goes back in the back, and I like it because he knocks on the door, and he's like, Dan? And Dan's face when he turns around, he's like, got this weird smile, like, yes.
Like, this is the moment I've been waiting for.
He's like, hey, you got that answer for me? And it cuts away to the party. But it's like a flashback and when Dean's telling Monty, he's like, yeah, so what happened? He was like, eh. And it shows him in the office, and he was like, did you think about that assistant manager position? And he was like, but it's funny because I kept waiting to hear him say, we talked about the perks. Remember the perks. Yep. We can go cruising in my car. Get chicks. Score. But he's just like, yeah, I quit. And it's like, what? I'm sorry, what? Like, no, I'm not hearing it right. It's like, yeah, no.
Come again?
I quit. And he's like, well, you can't quit. You're fired. Dude, get out of my sight.
Thanks for being really mature about this.
And professional. So I was very professional. You're fired.
This is how it went down.
Yep.
You came in here.
I write the book.
You're fired.
Yep. I write the book. You walked in here. You're fired. Get out. Get out of my sight.
Which seemed like a very Will Ferrell-esque kind of line.
Yes. It was definitely channeling a Will Ferrell character there.
But yeah, the madness at the party. Mitch, he comes over and everything, and
it's funny.
The one opportunity
he's listened to everybody
mm-hmm.
bitch about their day, bitch about their life, bitch about their boyfriend, bitch about the sex or lack thereof, bitch about not being able to piss in a urinal, and then Bishop finally looks at Mitch and he was like, "Well, how was your first day?"
And he's waiting.
Yeah, and
he's
just
waiting to be cut off.
And it's funny because Mitch is just looking around like, who's...
This is actually happening now.
And he was like, well, and then here comes Calvin. He's like, God, I remember my first day, man. God, I was so nervous. I spilled a whole bowl of soup on a nun.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Mitch's demeanor just changes. Like, look, I can accept Dean or Monty or, one of the line cooks. But the guy that can't fucking piss in a urinal, yeah, I'll be damned if I'm going to be cut off by that son of a bitch.
Yeah, so he's fighting with this guy, not fist fighting or anything, but he's trying to get this guy to turn down the stereo so he can...
Dude, chill.
It's like, no. He's like, turn down the fucking stereo.
Yeah, which this stops the entire party. And everybody's just like, oh, like... And then I like Mitch because he was like, or not Mitch, but Monty. He's like, hey, Mitch, what's wrong with you? He's like, oh, no, you shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up right now. He's like, I've been listening to your bullshit all day. It's my turn to talk. And just cuts into everybody.
It's so great. Like, he finally gets his chance to speak.
Yeah.
And he had it in spades.
Yeah, he tells Naomi, deal with your fucking alcoholism. Deal with your...
Have another drink and have a nice day or something.
He's like, change your
that.
fucking tampon. It's like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. And then he looked at Amy and he was like, oh my God, my boyfriend, oh, what am I going to do? And she's like, just fucking suck it up. You're hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah. And then he was like, oh, and you. And then he points at Calvin. He's like, you know what?
You're too easy.
And then I love the dejected look on Calvin's face because he's like, oh, God.
He's like, I really am.
Yeah, it's like, God, you can't even insult me. That's how pathetic my life is. Like, shit. Then he tells Monty, he was like, Jesus. He was like, how are you not in jail?
It's like, what is she, like 13 or 14?
Yeah.
It's like 17.
She'll be 18 on Wednesday. like that justified something.
Yes.
So... But then it was funny because he looks at Dean and he was like, well, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. He's like, join the fucking army. Like, oh my God. And then he's like, you know what? Fuck you all. I quit. And he's going to leave. This scene, because there is I mean, watching it, the only interaction that I think I ever see between Dane Cook
and
Mitch is the part when he was like,
welcome to the Thunderdome.
Yeah, welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. But he turns around, points at him, and he is like, but you are the biggest piece of shit in this fucking restaurant. And I hope you burn in fucking hell. And he's like, what?
Danko's like, what the fuck did I do to you?
Yeah, and they're all looking around, and they're all just staring back at Dane Cook. So this gives him the opportunity to turn around,
pull his pants down.
Yeah. The goat.
Yes, the greatest of all time.
Yep, which is where you tuck everything between your legs, bend over, and show it from behind. And as he's getting ready to leave, I mean, everybody's taken back by the goat. They're like, oh my God, like he did it. He nailed it. And as he's leaving, he's just like, fucking faggots. But this has impressed Mitch to no end.
Yeah, this prompts Mitch to run after him. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I ever doubted you.
Yeah. It's like, please come back to the party.
I swear my undying allegiance to you forever. But I like when they're going back in, he's like, sorry, Dean, you've been replaced.
I kind of wanted Mitch proceeds to kick him hard in the ass.
Yeah, which is funny because I was really kind of hoping that Monty was going to be like, sorry, Dean, you've been replaced. I need you out by the end of the week.
Yeah.
Mitch is getting your room.
That would be fucked up.
It would be, but it's funny. He'd be like, well, you don't have a job, so you can't afford to live here.
No, you can't afford to live here.
You can't do it.
You don't have any income. But yeah, Calvin does get that phone call from Christy or whatever, and this is when Amy tells him, why don't you go hit on one of those high school girls?
Yeah, it's like, you really think so? And she's like, yeah.
But that interaction is funny because he goes and sits down on the couch next to them.
Yeah.
And after Bishop gets him to visualize how he can start peeing again, he's so relaxed that he starts peeing in his pants.
Yeah.
Like while sitting on the couch. He's like, oh shit.
Okay.
It's just flowing out. This is my nightmare.
Hey, well, if you're going to start peeing in public, you might as well do it in front of a bunch of 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that pissing your pants is cool.
You ain't cool unless you pee your pants. peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis. And that, my friends, is waiting.
Yep. Man. Another good one. Another solid one.
Think so.
Yep.
Really makes me think we have to redo the other one. Shit.
Son of a bitch.
Shit. All right, well, without any further waiting, we are going to end this episode.
Hey, stick to your guns, people. I don't know where that came from. All of a sudden, felt like I was in a Western.
And just go with your gut.
Yep. Damn it. Failed miserably.
It's okay. You'll get it next time. And until next time, Quotable Podcast out.